What's up, my YouTube family? I'm back again. I hope all has been well. Um, Let me shut this off. Tonight we're going to talk about this is narcissism talks tonight. We're going to talk about examples of enabling a narcissist, and we're going to talk about keeping our foots on their necks. This will be alive for those who have had many tough times with the narcissist and still needs clarifications on a lot of things. So if you're on the path to healing, I hope this video helps you. You see, on this channel, I'm going to tell you things that you may not want to hear, but it'll be something that you may need to hear, you know. But just know everything I do is out of genuine love. And I hope y'all enjoy the message. I hope y'all been receiving the messages I've been giving you all lately. If not, it's fine. You know, we all have our own things that we're battling and our own issues that we're overcoming, right? And, you know, I realize how important it is to be sober, to not get involved with drinking and smoking. You know, it really allows your mind to be sharpened, to be more aware. Because when I used to drink and smoke for coping mechanisms for a lot of things that I was going through, because, you know, life challenges happen in life, my mind was not all the way sharp as it should have been, right? But one thing about me in this channel, I'm not afraid to share my experiences. I'm not afraid to share that I messed up. Some people are so prideful that they don't want to share when they messed up. They don't want to admit that their behavior was wrong, right? And so that's the kind of mentality I try to instill in other people, to share and let them know that it's okay to admit your faults as long as you make the necessary changes. That's all that matters. Hey, baby, good to see you. Hector Shorts, good to see you. Good to see you. Extreme Person, sharing experience, good to see you. All those who coming in, I appreciate your time. I know it's late night. I know you all want to rest from such probably a hassle week. Traffic probably was bad. Co-workers getting on your, you know. But listen, let's start off with examples of enabling a narcissist. And when you have a household where bad behavior is encouraged, that child will grow up with a lot of heartbreak and sadness. Why? Because nobody taught them how to really respect and interact with others. And a lot of times, if you want to make good, healthy, authentic connections, especially with important people, you have to know how to communicate. You have to know how to show empathy. You have to be respectful. And I'm gonna tell you, man, if you're in an area where people are not respecting you, never be afraid to kick them to the curb or block them. Never be afraid to do that. But this is the thing. It's a way on how you do it. Okay? It's a way on how you do it. You don't just do it any kind of way. You have to be strategic in the way you cut people off nowadays, because you don't know what someone is truly capable of when they're hip to your plan, when they're hip to your game. You understand? Always be prepared and ready, and plan ahead, plan strategically when you're making your exit. Dealing with narcissistic people, psychopaths, sociopaths, people who have serious demonic strongholds and mental disorders of a high ranking order, right? Hector Short says, much love, bro. Just saw you. Keep grinding, brother. Love from Australia. Oh, we got Australia in the building. What? All right now. Australia? Man, okay. That makes me happy, man. All the way overseas, y'all. Lord Ryan, good to see you, sir. All right, now, good evening. All right. The GOAT, good to see you. Hi. Hey. Hey, y'all. Man, I'm glad to see y'all, man. I hope all has been well with y'all, man. I speak prosperity and abundance, peace, healing, divine protection over every last one of y'all, man. Because it's a journey, man. And we grow and evolve as we go. All right. So let's get straight into the topic. I'm going to talk about 5 examples of enablers of narcissists. All right. The first one, they are part of the narcissist inner circle. No one can be close to a narcissist unless they offer something of value. So basically, if people are hanging around the narcissist, you know, in the past, and they're still hanging around that narcissist, 9 times out of 10 or 10 times out of 10, the only reason why they're around that narcissist is because they are enabling the narcissist. Ultimately, the end road for a narcissist is loneliness. If they're lucky, they get to be in a what is it, a hospice? I think I'm saying that right. Ultimately, the end road for a narcissist is them ending up alone, because it's going to come to a point where nobody's going to be willing to enable them. And if they do end up gaining an enabler, it's going to be short-lived. And usually that happens when you're dealing with an aging narcissist. All right, well, we'll discuss that another time, because I ran into a few aging narcissists. And I'm going to tell you, aging narcissists are the worst. I'm telling you. And they look for impressionable minds. All right. Number 2, the enablers of the narcissist, they hang around the narcissist because the narcissist looks for their strengths, talents, and resources that are used for the narcissist. For example, aggressive people can be turned into flying monkeys. You know, basically what the narcissist does, the narcissist harnesses people's personalities and find ways to manipulate it to their benefit, to their advantage, right? So that, as it says here, an aggressive person can be turned into a flying monkey, because people who are usually aggressive usually don't think before they move. They are impulsive. And so a narcissist can just plant seeds of lies in an aggressive person's ear, and next you know, you got somebody trying to come at you sideways based on a lie, you know, because aggressive people want that action. And I mean, that's just who they're born to be. But at the end of the day, you know, when you have a narcissist in your ear and you're an aggressive person, you will be thrown into situations that will ultimately mess up your life if you don't think things through and actually question stuff, right? Another one is attractive people can be used as trophies. When you're hanging around a narcissist and you're attractive and the narcissist is not that attractive, you know, growing up, you know, a lot of people have friends that the only reason why they had some sort of notoriety is because they was hanging around you. You was the attractive one. And so a lot of times people bask in your aura of attractiveness so that way they can get some of the shine themselves, because without you, they're considered nobodies to society based on how they look, you know. And to me, if people are basing their notoriety on looks, humanity's in trouble. You feel me? Humanity's in trouble if they basing their notoriety on just looks alone, because you can not be the most attractive person, but if you have great qualities in your heart, you have great talents, your inner beauty outshines your outer beauty, you know. And then people wonder, damn, why this person with this person, they not even that attractive. It's because it's something on the inside of them that attracts that person. Their charisma, their talents, their gifts, their spirituality, the way that they heal people. And then, you know, being a chosen one, a lot of times chosen ones look good and have great inner beauty as well. That's what makes chosen ones extremely valuable. And this is why divine protection protects chosen ones from a lot of different things, because not everybody's going to appreciate that kind of value. You understand? So basically, when you was around the narcissist, you was basically more than likely a trophy, or if you was an aggressive person, you was pretty much like a hit man or a hit woman for their lies and their dirty, you know, They'll make up some sob story, give you a little crocodile tears. Oh, guess what happened today? This person said this about me. They just making up lies, man. You know what I'm saying? They're making up lies. You know. And another thing that narcissists or enablers are around narcissists for is for their connections to grow their network. Believe it or not, one thing that narcissists love is when they have fresh meat, when they have a new supply, that means that there's more people that they can connect with, more network. So a lot of times when a narcissist gets involved with a new supply, the narcissist will try to dive deep into that new supply's network, like the new supply's friends, the new supply's family, the new supply's co-workers. Narcissists will go through every last person that new supply know to gain more of a network, to grow their potentially grow their clique of enablers, and potentially turn that thing into a cult. Basically, enablers who follow a narcissist are not friends of a narcissist. They're not families of a narcissist. They are part of a cult, whether they want to admit it or not. All right. Number 3, here's another example. They support the narc's distorted reality. One thing I've known throughout the years hanging around narcissists is that their reality is skewed. It's not like how it really is. Okay? And enablers will support that. Because enablers, believe it or not, they have been trauma bonded to this narcissist. And so they believe in the narcissist and whatever the narcissist believes in. Right? And a lot of times enablers, they won't question a narcissist's reality. They won't question what they see for the sake of keeping the peace. Like I said before, when you have people growing up that enable your lies, that enable your bad behavior, you're not going to grow up to be a good person. It's impossible. You're going to grow up as a person who's going to represent Satan, who's going to represent evil, right? And it's going to cause so much destruction and mishaps in your life. One thing just a sidebar, one thing I want to share with y'all is when you're living in this thing called, well, as far as where I live in America, maybe it's overseas as well, this place likes to place certain vices in front of you. And these vices are used to try to dull the mind and keep you down and dull your creativity. The school system is one of them. The job system is another. Drugs is another. And sickness is another. Poverty is another. Inflation, things like that. These are things to try to keep us constantly in worry, constantly in fear. Same thing what a narcissist does. A narcissist does the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get a sip. So basically, when you're dealing with an enabler, they allow the narcissist to create a reality for them, and it's not beneficial to anybody who's an enabler or anybody who's a flying monkey. You enabling a narcissist reality will never benefit your life. It will ruin your life, actually. All right. Number 4, they always stand up for the narcissist by making excuses, minimizing. You would think that when you're hanging around a narcissist and the narcissist followers, you go ahead and try to wake up those enablers. You go ahead and try to wake up those flying monkeys. They will minimize what it is that you're saying about the narcissist. You could be like, well, can't you see what the narcissist is doing? The narcissist is stealing our money. The narcissist is eating all our food. The narcissist is driving our cars whenever they want to, living in our homes. The narcissist is doing all kinds of stuff. Can't you see what they're doing? And they're going to say, what do you mean? Look, we're doing a service of God. Like, I don't care what you have to say. That narcissist has great intentions for us and great intentions for our future. There's a cult And I've talked about this cult multiple times in my lives. It's called Carbonation. And believe it or not, their leader got arrested. But the women are trying to break their leader out because they are the real enablers of that leader. I'm talking about this leader make these women cook. They have weird sexcapades where they do threesomes, foursomes, they sleep with each other. It's pretty much a sex cult. He done gave them STDs. He done took all their money. And because these women are such enablers, since their leader got thrown in jail, they're trying to break him out. Literally. They got videos online. They're trying to break him out so they can go back to doing the same thing that they was. That's how wired they are when it comes down to narcissists enabling them. Right? That's how serious it's gotten. All right? So yes, they will always stand up for the narcissist by making excuses. They will minimize. If I was you, what I would do is, never ever try to get involved. If a narcissist is mistreating somebody, and you can see what you want to do is you want to see if the person that's being mistreated by the narcissist, see if that person is an enabler. Another thing, the last example I have is enabler of a narcissist is they are driven by fear. Fear of upsetting the narcissist. Okay? Fear of being abandoned by the narcissist. Fear of the abuse. Narcissists try to rule with an iron fist. Either you are beneath them or you're nothing to them. If you're not beneath them, you are an enemy to them. All right? And so a lot of these enablers, they've been intimidated into submission by the narcissist. It's something wrong when someone who's tall or big use their size to intimidate and terrorize others instead of being the protector that they're supposed to be. But instead they use their size to crush, ruin, and decimate people's lives, especially those who was innocent and did nothing but good things for them. You gotta be a scumbag for that. All right, and this will lead into my other topic. Let me close this book real quick. I won't be on it too long. We're going to talk about keeping your foot on their necks. Understand one thing about evil folks. And I'm talking about the real evil folks. Now, I can understand some people messed up in the past and did little things. But if you change for the better, you change your behavior, kudos to you, because not a lot of people make it out of that. Not a lot of people make it out of that. But I'm talking about the real evil people who intentionally want to make you cry, want to make you hurt. Constantly trying to manipulate you and smear your name behind your back and triangulate you to the enablers and the flying monkeys. Those kind of people are very, very evil. And they refuse to change, but they put on the act. They are considered false light. Okay? They're considered false light. They appear as a sheep, but inwardly they're ravenous wolves. Right? So understand one thing, when it comes down to these kind of individuals and they're trying to come back and be nice and they're trying to buy you stuff and they're trying to, sometimes they'll apologize. Sometimes they'll give you praises. Sometimes they'll say they're sorry for this, they're sorry for that. But understand, they will never, ever change. Okay? Really, what we should be doing if a narcissist tries to come our way is really walk the hell away from them. Don't say a word to them. Just let them know that you don't vibe with them. You don't like them. You know what they are all about. You know what they're all about. Let them know that you know what they're all about. You don't trust them. Because you let them know, you let them think that they have a chance with you. They are going to go all the way with you. They're going to go back to trying to invite you here. And a lot of times if they invite you anywhere, it's going to be a setup. They're going to ask for your phone number. They're going to do things to try to get back into, bring you into that cycle again. If any narcissists try to come back, and especially, let me tell y'all something, man. As a man, narcissistic females, they'll try to come back and use their bodies. They'll try to use sex to try to get you back. Same thing, ladies. A lot of narcissistic men, they will use their bodies to try to use sex to get you back. That's one of the main weapons of the enemy, is sex. And that's where a lot of people mess up at, because they, you broke up with a narcissist. 2 weeks later, the narcissist come back trying to reconcile with you, and the first thing they want to do is get into bed with you to reinstill that soul tie, right? And so, hold on. Sorry, y'all. And so they are using sex as a weapon against you so they can have access to you. And so that way, and I'm telling you, once you let them back in with sex, they're going to continue to try to use sex to keep hooking you and hooking you. And first they'll have sex with you, they won't ask for anything. Then they'll have sex with you again, and then they'll start asking for favors. And then they'll have sex with you again, then they'll start abusing you while asking for favors. And it just goes up and up and up. As long as you allow it, they will keep going up and up and up with their abuse until you be like, you know what, that's enough. Keep your foot on their necks. You're not dealing with a regular person here. You're dealing with someone who is under demonic stronghold. A lot of evil extraterrestrials has a hold of them. Okay? They are operating from a very low vibration, and they don't care about how they make you feel. It's all about how they feel. I don't care if it's your mama, your daddy, your grandma. There's a reason why you cut them off in the first place. And I'm encouraging you all tonight to keep your foot on their necks, because they ain't right, man. And they not doing the work to change. You think after 4-5 years, you think they doing the right, you think they did the work to change to be a better person? Knowing how conniving and evil they are, how they take pleasure in watching you cry, how they take pleasure in cheating on you, how they take pleasure in watching you beg for their attention, which I would recommend. Don't beg for anyone's attention, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they disrespecting you, right? That's all I'm saying, y'all. Keep your foot on these people's necks. They are not right, and they will be cast out. All you have to do is just stay out the way, because what they want to do is they're trying to drag people with them. But it's not going to work, because when you're divinely protected by the Most High Creator, no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. Okay? Woe unto those who call good evil and evil good. These people like to do evil, and then they call it good, because, as I said before, that's the delusion that they're under. You understand? This is how they roll. When you're dealing with the real evil people, the real evil, the ones who intentionally like to cause destruction in people's lives, them kind of people, you have to lock them up and throw away the key. That's it. Lock them up, throw away the key, never let them out, or get rid of them. Burn them, something. Because they're no good to you. They're no good to children. They are poison. You understand? They are poison. And sex ain't going to make that poison feel better. You know, you got people out here talking about they're addicted to toxic vagina. Or some women say, yeah, he got that toxic dick, girl. He got that toxic dick. Like, that shit will ruin your life. And half the time, toxic vagina ain't even all that good. So why go back to it? As I said before, I always say, and this is from a man's perspective, I don't mess with bad women. I don't mess with baddies. I don't mess with bad bitches. I don't mess with any of them who call themselves that. Because them the real Jezebels, okay? I only mess with goodies, okay? Good women, righteous women, upstanding women who have sense, who have spirituality, who cares about their soul, who cares about their well-being. Yes, you've been through a lot. Yes, you're healing from your traumas, but you're doing the work to be the upstanding lady that you are. And I love that, right? So let me read some of the comments, y'all. I've just been on a roll. Lauren says, good to catch you live. Hey, thank you, sir. The go. Oh, okay. Here it says, exactly, aggressive people don't think before they act. Exactly, they are impulsive, and this is what a narcissist loves to weaponize. Monica Elizabeth, wow, yeah, 100% right. Lorraine says, I've recently met another narcissist, but is a religious narcissist. Oh my goodness. Lord Ryan, I think I know where you're going. I caught it early though. Those are super nasty spirits. One thing about religious narcissists, they will sleep with both sexes. Let's just throw it out there. They will sleep with both sexes. A lot of these pastors, that's what they do. Even the first lady, whoever they are, that's what they do. Okay? Lorraine says, wow, talk about a cult. Yes, those ladies are deceived. Yes, they are so deceived. These women in Carbon Nation are so deceived. 2 of them went to jail for trying to smuggle in some stuff for their leader. It's crazy. They keep blowing up the jailhouse. I mean, it's crazy, y'all. If y'all read up on that cult, you'll see what I'm talking about. Yes, enablers don't want to feel the wrath of the narcissist. Yes, they are in fear of what the narcissist might do. But here's the thing, though. The narcissist needs them. And when people realize that the narcissist needs you and you don't need the narcissist, that's game over. Checkmate. Now, the only thing I would say is don't sit and go toe-to-toe with the narcissist, because they're willing to take it to levels that we're not willing to take. If you really are a light worker and you really trying to keep your integrity intact and you're not trying to get your hands dirty, just know the truth. You can speak the truth, you can say what you have to say, but get away from these kind of people, because you're dealing with a really sadistic evil. You understand? The real Ozzy says narcissists get close to you to destroy you. Yes, that's what they do. Narcissistic people don't change, they change tactics. That's right. You are ministering tonight. Right. Yes, sir. They want your light. Absolutely. They want to bathe in, they want to become the light or your false light. All right? That's right. Let them know with your boundaries that you are not in agreement with them spiritually. That's right. I use allegories to describe them and refers to someone as the person it scares them. That's right. After that moment, my spirit said run, and I did. He tried to use sex as a weapon. I called him a wolf in sheep's clothing. Right. I sent him Bible verses, and he stopped speaking to me. Yeah. Sometimes that works. Sending Bible verses. Yeah. Lorraine said, yep, toxic spill. Right. Yeah. People be saying they like that toxic stuff until that toxic stuff be threatening their life. Okay? I blocked him and he changed his number and started calling over and over again. Yeah. This is what happens when the tables turn. They have octopus tentacles in there. Right, Lorraine. If we can't pray together, we can't stay together. Right. Yes, they will talk about sleeping with both men. Yes, they will. Do the prayer test and see if they won't pray with you. Don't use the name of Jesus. Get away from them. Right. Have them read the Bible with you and watch them. They'll have a Bible open but never read it. Well, I've hung around narcissists. They'll have a Bible open and they'll read it, but they'll use it to try to deceive people. Those are the worst kind of narcissists you'll ever come across. And they will take away years of your life if you let them. So that's just a different level. Spiritual narcissists, religious narcissists, those are some of the worst of the worst. Okay? That's just my experience, y'all. But listen, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the live. I don't want to be out here too late. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all please be safe out there. Listen, keep your foot on these people's necks. I don't care who it is. It could be family, past friends, whoever. If they did you dirty and you know they ain't right, keep your foot on their necks. Keep your boundaries. Do not allow them to try to sway you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. But yeah, y'all please be safe, man. Y'all be safe out there. Let me see. Yes, good as always. Have a good night, brother. Lord Ryan, good to see you, man. Yeah. Y'all be safe out there, man. Those who watching, all right? I love y'all.